Good morning. There we go. There's the comments. Hello. Good morning. This is Tuesday Talks at 10:30. We'll just wait a minute. Come on in. Good morning. Say hi to each other. Like and share this. And we're going to talk about angels, guides, archangels, and spirit today. It's one of the things that I've been asked about the most. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, we all could be better. We all could be worse. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Come on in. Like and share the group. Make sure that you check the events page on the website, as well as on Facebook. I am working on TikTok and my Instagram, trying to grow that. So follow me. Help me grow that. Apparently those are the things to be on right now. But we've got a lot of really great events that are coming up. Thursday night, sold out here at Hip Gypsy Emporium. I'll be back in Bel Air, Maryland next month. We're doing the Brandon Tolson Foundation fundraiser. I will be at Kismet's Epiphany and Susquehanna House. So I didn't put the dates down to talk about them today, but check the events page and I will post them later as well. Hello, hello, hello. This is Tuesday Talks at 10:30, where we get together every Tuesday. Oh, right there are the events. Hold on. Let's see. So May 13th is the gallery fundraiser. June 4th, let's see, is Susquehanna House. And when is Kismet? June 10th. Okay. And then I don't have the dates up for Bel Air, but we'll get those up as well. So, are you enjoying this beautiful weather? Oh my gosh, this is my kind of weather. I love it when it's like just starting to, the spring's coming, the air feels nicer, it smells better, the grass is green, you're cutting the grass, you smell the grass. Going into, spring and summer. I like spring to be kind of long, and then I like summer to be longer because winter is so freaking long. So my name is Stacy. If this is the first time you've been here, put a 1 so that I can personally welcome you afterwards. And I'm a child of God, evidential medium, and spiritual healer. And I have the ability to channel spirit using love and light for my higher good and the higher good of those that God puts in my path. I'm not the medium that says I see death all around you and you're going to be dead in 10 days. My gift, my prayer is that God, spirit, angels bring in the most loving message to help your spirit heal. Most people who come to me are either at a crossroads looking for direction, or they want to connect with someone on the other side. This is Tuesday Talks at 10:30. We're not doing an angel card reading right now, and we're not doing a spirit mediumship reading. We're just talking about angels, spirits, guides, archangels. It seems to be one of the things that I am questioning about the most. And when I'm thinking about this, I haven't done an angel card reading in a while. I have to get on my schedule and see when I can pop one of those up. But what I was saying is I'm asked a lot about what the difference in angels, archangels, guides, and spirit is. So I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about it. I thought it was an interesting subject. I lean on my guides and angels and spirit and, of course, God all the time. And if you feel like you don't have that connection, I just want to tell you, you can have the connection. It's just, turning stopping the right brain and the left brain from fighting with each other. So, spirit are all your loved ones who have gone before you, who have walked on this earth and have passed away. So like it would be my mom, my Uncle Glenn, my aunts, my uncles, my grandparents. That's what I consider spirit. And to me, spirit is a part of me from the earthly realm into the spiritual realm. So we've been together on this earth and we will be together again in spirit. I like to believe that they're preparing everything for me so that when I get there, there's just going to be this huge party and this huge reunion of all those who have gone before me. So when we talk about angels, angels are the angelic beings that have not been earthbound. They have not lived on this earth. And just because I say that, it does not mean that your loved ones are not angelic. It's just when you differentiate who they are or how to speak to them or how to reach them, this is kind of how I separate them. So we're all born with a purpose, and we're all born with angels and guides. So before you were born, you were with God. God the creator, the source of the universe, however you want to look at it. I believe God places a group of guides and angels around us before birth, in the womb, and then in the birthing arena as well. So angels are with us from the beginning. Like I said, we're all born with some sort of a purpose, no matter how large or how small. There's a reason why you're here. And your guides and your angels help you to walk through that, to figure that out, to guide you through it. You know, God has a plan from the beginning of our lifetime until the end of our lifetime. And angels help us to manifest, to create those paths, to enlighten us, to give us intuition, to put thoughts and ideas into our head, to put people in our path, to be able to live for the reason why we're supposed to live. You know, when I was writing this last night and I was thinking about it, it seems so easy to write about and so easy for me to think about it. But now when I'm talking about it, I want to make sure that I'm speaking about it in a way that you're not going, what? What's she saying? What's she talking about? So we all have these guides. We all have these angels that are with us. We can either trust them or not trust. And it's not that you're not trusting them. You're trusting your thought process that there are angels around you, that there are guides around you. And I believe we all have different teams for different situations. When we're young and, you know, firstborn, we don't have the thought process of fear of the unknown because we don't know what the unknown is. We're still connected to consciousness, and we're trained and we're brought up in a way to either believe or not believe. So if you are young and you've got a very spiritually understanding family around you, your connection is going to be really tight. So like I said, we have this free will that when we're young hasn't been tainted yet. And I want you to think about, did you ever have an imaginary friend? Or did you ever just, when you were little, and we're going back to being like under 10, and I'm thinking even like, 6, 7, 8 years old, that you were little and you either had an imaginary friend or you just talked to someone, you just talked out loud. I mean, I can remember walking around my, bedroom playing and just having conversations. And I don't necessarily know that I understood that there was someone there, but instead of me being alone and feeling alone, I would talk to someone. And I truly believe that those were angels or guides because I was having conversations. I could have a conversation about something, whether I was having a tea party or, playing with, my toys or whatever. And I remember feeling like they were having this conversation back with me. And we're taught that, oh, that's just your imagination. You have a very good imagination. Well, our imagination is part of our consciousness. And our consciousness is that connection to God, to spirit, to the angels, to guides, to the spiritual realm that you came from before you were on the earthly realm. And does anybody remember having these conversations? I can see myself back in my room, and I can see how my room looked. And even if I was afraid, we lived in this farmhouse, and I had this big bedroom. At least I thought it was big. Maybe it isn't as big if I would walk into it now. And my bed set kind of catty-cornered, and a lot of my toys were in that corner. And I remember I would get scared at night, and I would jump behind the bed with my toys, and I would have these conversations with my toys, telling them it's going to be okay, it's going to be okay. And it's just those visions, those things that come back to you. And then as you get older, you're learning more. You're going to school. You're learning to talk. You're learning the difference between right and wrong. What you can, like, you don't touch the stove, or, you can't drive a car, but you're learning all these different things. And your head is so full of being new ideas, new experiences, new learning things, that I feel like we lose our connection with spirit. We lose our connect, not with spirit, with angels and with guides. When we're getting older, I believe we have these different teams of angels. So to me, there's a team of angels that are with you in the spiritual realm, in the birthing womb, when you're first a toddler. But then I feel like sometimes they tag out and other angels come in. I feel like there's certain angels that will always be with you from birth till death, that there's always, whether it's one angel or two angels, that are always going to be there with you. And depending on the situation, there might be a healing team that's around you, a protective team that's around you, an educational team, a learning team that's around you. We are made for so many great things. And those great things, even if they're very, very small, your angels are there to guide you through this. So even though you feel a disconnection at maybe 11 or 12, I have so many people that say to me, I used to feel like I talked to angels. I felt like there was, that I had this guide, and some of them would even know what the names of their guides were. But, for some reason, when I got in about 5th grade, like, they didn't come around anymore. They were still around. It's just there was so much going on in your head that you didn't notice them anymore. And think about it. If you're in 5th or 6th grade, you're going into middle school, and you're talking to your friends who maybe don't have the same experience that you do, and you're talking to them about your imaginary friend, you're talking to them about angels, they're going to go, whoa, this chick's really weird. And I can remember in school feeling like I was different, feeling like I was kind of weird, but I didn't understand why. And I would force myself into talking to people. I would force myself into certain groups that I wanted to be a part of, that I felt like, because we all feel like we need to be popular. We need to be part of this group or part of that group. But I also felt very, very drawn to those who were withdrawn from those cliques, from those groups. And I would try and befriend them, but I would also feel a certain kind of way because what other people might say if I was talking to this person. But I had this feeling, and even almost like this voice in my head that was like, go talk to this person, go talk to that person. This person needs someone. And to me, that was my angels talking to me about that. So rest assured, they didn't go anywhere. We go somewhere. Our minds go somewhere else. They just get quiet in our minds. They get quiet in our surroundings as our minds get noisy, as our universe around us gets louder and louder and louder. They get quieter. So know that they have not left. You've just turned their volume down. And as we go through many, many experiences, we call on our angels, we call on our guides, we call on God out of almost like a knowing, So when you're, 15 years old, let's say, and something happens, you're like, oh my God. And instinctively you touch your heart and you call out to God because you still have that connection to consciousness from the very beginning. It's still ingrained within you. You just lose touch a little bit of it. And they say that God doesn't give you more than you can handle. And I believe that God doesn't give you more than you can handle because you have guides and angels helping you walk through this, guiding you. That's what guides are. They're going to guide you on your right path. Angels will also be around you to help as well. But I also believe that God does give us more than we can handle so that we connect deeper with God. We connect deeper to Source and the universe. We go on this search for meaning. Why did this happen? We take this inner look within ourselves to grow within ourselves. So we're looking for a deeper meaning. We're looking for our purpose. We believe that there is more to earth or more to our life than what has been placed in front of us. Well, you can do whatever you need to do, whatever you feel drawn to do. You call on your guides, your angels, God, your archangels to help you through this. All right? Sounds easy, right? But if you don't feel like you have that connection, let's say you had a negative interaction with someone when you talked about any of these, and all of a sudden it makes you feel like they're taboo. You know, for some reason, a lot of people believe that what I do is wrong. But if you go to 1 Corinthians 14, it talks about gifts of the Spirit. And I know that God is deep within my heart, and I know that I am doing service for God. And I know He's given me guides and angels and archangels to help me do that, because without God, I couldn't do any of this. Believe that. So, when you, so when you're up against the wall with something and you cry out for help, that's when, that's when angels and guides will come in. It's the moment we say, boy, someone was watching out for us. Is that coincidental? I can't believe that I ran into this person that helped me do this and helped me do this. That's your guides and your angels and God putting people in your path to help you. Instinctively, we say, and we call out, because our consciousness remembers, like I was just saying. Our instinct kicks in. Our higher self shows us the direction that we need to go to. And it shows us our angels and our guides. You know, like I was saying, we talk about coincidences and deja vus. You know, what do you think those are? Those coincidences. I mean, how many times does a coincidence have to be a coincidence before it's not a coincidence anymore? Your angels are angelic beings that you were given to, or they were given to you to help you on the earthly realm. Your guides are just that. They guide you in the direction of where you need to go. So everything comes together through divine timing. It's trusting and believing whatever I need will be given to me when I need it. I need to be faithful. I need to walk in faith, not in fear. And that's the hard part. There's so many things to fear in this world right now. But we have to stand in faith and say, my God suits my needs according to His riches and His glory. Show me the path that you want me to go in. Put people in my path that can help me. Calling in your angels. Have you ever been meditating or praying about something? And sometimes when I pray or meditate, my eyes are closed. Other times they're not. And I get little flashes on either side. Just little white flashes. The guides, they're your angels. And when you turn, you don't see it. Because they're here and they're gone so quickly. You get a ringing in your ear and it stops. Those are messages that are being given to you. And you hear this ringing in the ear and a thought comes to your mind. What do you think, where did that come from? You're thinking about someone and you've been thinking about them for the last couple of days, and you call them and all of a sudden they're like, oh my gosh, I so needed to talk to you, but I didn't want to pick up the phone and call you. Your guides were saying to you, call so-and-so. Think about so-and-so. You'll get a flash of their face. Oh my God, I keep thinking about them. Why am I thinking about them? You're being guided to call them. Your passion within you feels drawn to do something. That's your guides saying, this is where you need to go. This is what you need to do. We all, everybody on this planet, has the ability to connect with spirit, angels, guides, and archangels. You don't have to be special. You don't have to be gifted. If you notice in my intention, I no longer say that that I have the gift to talk, to channel spirit using love and light. I say I have the ability, because we all have the ability. It's just trusting and believing that what you're given is true, that you can interpret it the right way. And there are misinterpretations, believe me. I'll be channeling and I'll say something to someone And we'll say, well, it doesn't mean that to me, but it means this. It's going to mean more to them than it is to me. To me, it was just a misinterpretation of how I saw it. Now, if it's really out there, I never want to make it fit. But let's say when Spirit gives me a rose, and if it's a red rose, I know that it is showing love and affection, and that there is a celebration that's coming up, whether it's a birthday or an anniversary. Or it could be someone's name, Rose, right? So when I say that to my clients, and they say, well, you know, and it's April right now. Well, my birthday was in February. No, it's not that. It's not that. It's too far away. It has to be like 2 weeks before, 2 weeks after. That's how I look at it. Oh my gosh, the anniversary of their passing is in 3 days. So I didn't say anniversary. I said birthday celebration. Okay, so this is the anniversary, so you understand what I'm talking about. So it's a little bit of a miscommunication sometimes. But if you sit and you meditate and you ask, you will find clarity. A lot of times I find it easier for me to find clarity if I meditate and pray and then write, because I'll get a message through writing. My guides will talk to me through what I'm writing. And I know that because when I read it back to myself, it is not a way that I would speak. When they say beloved, you know, I don't call anybody beloved. It's, hey, Chig, hey, mama, hey, crazy, you know, that's how I speak. But when they say, beloved, you are so this, or this is what's happening, and the softness that it comes out with, I know that this is my guides. I know that this is Spirit. This is my angels. This is someone else talking to me other than myself. But we've been taught, oh, you have a vivid imagination. So we write it off to imagination when it's not really imagination. There are some things that are your imagination, but it feels differently. And your imagination is still part of you. It's still part of your conscious being. So it's part of that spiritual realm, that spiritual world that's putting these thoughts into your head for a reason. So it's trusting the direction of what you're hearing, of what comes to mind. And you may not actually hear it. You might hear it, that, you know, you get this thought process, or you can I visualize stuff. If I can't visualize it, I can't do it. So there's times when someone says, oh, I could so see you doing that. I'm like, I can't visualize that. And it might take weeks, it might take months, it might take years. And then I say, ooh, I can see that happening. And I can see the process in my head, right? Yes, that's me. But it's also my guide saying here and here and here and here that are guiding me. Because back then when somebody brought the idea up to my head, it was not time. There is divine timing, divinely guided through God, through the universe, through source, through your angels, through your guides, through your archangels. This is the team that's around you. Never, ever feel like you're alone. You have a team that's around you that can help you decipher through different things. So, we've talked a little bit about angels and guides. So angels and guides are those angelic beings that have not been here on this earth, that were assigned to you from source, from God, from the universe, to help you through things. Your guides, to me, sometimes have been, you see, I copped out there. Your guides, for me, have been with me through several lifetimes, and they have guided me through those lifetimes, and they continue to guide me, and they continue to help me in my spiritual growth, and they guide me and show me the path that they want me to be on. All right? Angels, guides. All right? Then we have the archangels. And the archangels are God's special teams that, let's say God's the CEO. He has upper management that does specific things. And these are your archangels. Now, what I want you to remember is archangels will wait to be invited to help you. They may be around you watching. They may feel like they need to jump in, and sometimes they will jump in. But for you to have that true connection with that, invite them in. just like if you are a parent, and I use this example all the time, if you're a parent and your child is struggling to do something, but they want to do it themselves, you're watching and you're like, oh, I could get that done in 3 minutes. Let me show you how to do that. Until that child invites you in, you don't come in and take over. That's what the archangels are. They will watch, they will guide, or they'll send the guides in to help you. But they won't fully come in and take over until you invite them in for help. And they're not going to just like take everything over. God's not going to do anything for you that he can't do through you. So your archangels are going to come in to help you process certain things. So I'm going to tell you like the meanings behind the archangels' names and the colors that they present. Because when we meditate for specific things, I like to, here we are again, visualize certain colors. Whether it's my chakra colors, whether it's the archangel colors, whether it's just a white light, whether it's, you know, a yellow, whatever, I like to visualize a light. And sometimes if you're not the person that likes to visualize a light or can't see a light, when you're meditating, ask to be shown a light. It doesn't have to be a specific color. Just say, show me a light. And it might start out kind of, see, I closed my eyes, just out of habit. It might start out to be kind of looking like a mirror image and then turn white, and maybe there's yellows and golds or whatever. But it will get bright within your eyes, within your mind. And just say, yes, thank you. Continue to show me light. Let me know what it means. And then you'll get a thought in your head, or you will see something and you will know. But it takes practice, so don't give up. So, archangels. So there's the Archangel Ariel, A-R-I-E-L. Ariel is the archangel of manifesting and of abundance. So the things that you need, whether they are material, spiritual, emotional, when you are manifesting abundance, it's how you feel about yourself. It's the security around yourself. And Ariel means protector of nature. Well, nature is grounding. So to me, Ariel actually also helps us to get grounded. You can, but my opinion, you can't manifest without being grounded. How do you manifest when your head's like a pinball machine and everything's going all over the place? You get grounded, you find clarity, you set your intentions, you manifest it to look a certain way. You ask for abundance in whatever that is, and you move forward with it. The name translates to Lioness of God. So, when you think of a lion out in the wild, you know, that lion can pretty much have anything it wants. It can manifest whatever it wants without even manifesting. So Ariel can help you get what you want in divine timing. And the color Ariel comes in is like a pale pink color. So if you are manifesting abundance, if you're doing a vision board, you know, you might want to put some pale pinks in there. You're meditating about it. Visualize pink. Maybe you want to hold like a rose quartz. Maybe you want to wear a pink shirt, you know, but it's visualizing pale pink and inviting Archangel Ariel in to help you to manifest and then set it out the way it feels, the way it looks, the way you see it to be. And then you have Azrael, A-Z-R-A-E-L. Azrael helps with sorrow, burdens, loss, grief, things like this. The name means whom helps God. So when you are grieving, when you have lost someone, whether it's through death, through a friendship, through moving, you have this empty feel within you and you need help. You need help to like walk through it, to smooth things over, to, you know, put icing. I don't know why they're showing me like icing to level things out. But you call on Azrael to say, you know, I would say, this is just me. Thank you for this person who was put in my life, whatever their name is. I know that they are in spirit and I know that they will come around. Help me to walk through the grieving process. Help me that even when I miss them, that I am not lost through their not being with me. In their absence, help me to know what I need to do. Because sometimes we lose people that we went to for guidance and we leaned on them a lot. Azrael will help you to walk through that. And then you've got Shamuel, and that's C-H-A-M-U-E-L. Shamuel helps you to look for something that is lost. Lose your keys? Call in Shamuel. Lose your glasses? Check the top of your head first. Call them in. A lost child, a lost person, missing people. Call in Shamuel. They help you, he helps you find something that is lost. Now, a lot of the angels, archangels, I should say that, don't always come male or female all the time. So they may feel feminine to one person and masculine to another. Shamuel to me feels feminine. Okay? To a friend of mine feels masculine. But know that it doesn't matter whether feminine or masculine. They are spiritual beings from God that don't have humanness to them. So they will present to you in the way that you are comfortable. Shamuel's name means eyes of God. So if you're looking for something, wouldn't you want God's eyes helping you to find that? And the color that Shamuel comes in is a pale green color. So not really a lime green, but it's just this real pale color. I don't see anything that how I visualize Shamuel coming, but it's this, he comes in this pale green. Now see? Okay, so then you've got Gabriel. Archangel Gabriel is the archangel of creativity, of communication, of speaking. So if you are a writer, you're an artist, you're a speaker, Gabriel is the archangel to pull in. Again, Gabrielle comes to me feminine. So I see her when I'm having conversations. Before I come online, before I have a reading, I ask that Archangel Gabriel would help me to communicate those things that need to be communicated. I want it to make sense to those that I'm speaking to. Doesn't necessarily need to make sense to me. It needs to make sense to the person that I'm speaking to. So the color that Gabriel comes in is this copper color. And it's Gabriel. I don't know if I spelled it for you or not. And Gabriel's name is the strength of God. So when you think about the strength of God, doesn't your voice give you strength? It stands up for you. It gives you that tool to speak your truth, to say your mind, to be creative in speaking. If you are an artist, your artwork is your voice. It speaks to others in ways that no one else can. If you are a writer, your words speak to other people in that. Now, Gabriel also is said to help in pregnancy, birth, adoptions, things like that as well. So if you are adopting, if you are wanting to conceive, call on Archangel Gabriel and ask for help and guidance in this process. Okay, then there's Haniel, H-A-N-I-E-L. And don't go by my spoken word of how to say their names. Sometimes I have difficulty saying words. This is how I pronounce them. So you can even Google, you could spell it into Google and say, how is this said? And they will tell you. But it's H-A-N-I-E-L. So Haniel helps in growing spiritually. Intuitiveness. Assists you in readings, things like that. If you're doing an angel card reading for yourself. If you're looking to grow intuitively or spiritually. Haniel is the guide to bring, or the archangel to bring in for you. Again, invite them in. Help me to trust my intuition. Understand what I'm seeing. Bring people to me that I can help. Give me confidence to know that I'm not wrong. The color that Haniel comes in is this silvery blue, almost like this satiny color. And I want you to, I should have said this before, I want you to think about when I've given you the names of these angels, have you seen a color in your mind? And then when I tell you the color, do you see the color in your mind? And those are the colors that they're going to come to you in. So, are y'all still there? I don't see any comments. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, and then there's Jermiel. Jermiel. So, Jermiel is the archangel that helps you to develop spiritual gifts. So, you would put those two together to help yourself grow spiritually. Whether you want to be a pastor, whether you want to be a medium, whether you are feel like you're drawn to be a healer and you do Reiki and energy healings or sound healings. If you want to help do remote viewing to find the lost or help solve cold cases. Jermiel would be one of the archangels that you would call in, but I would also call in Haniel with that as well. So Jermiel also helps with your life review. So your life review is past lives that you have lived that you may get flashbacks on or feel deja vus. And then guides you in a way to change the outcome of this life. So if you make the same errors or the same mistakes time after time after time, and we've all done it, you know, you have this pattern of dating the wrong people. You have this pattern of waiting till the last minute to pay bills, and then you're like freaking out. So Jermiel helps you to say, look, what am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? How can I change this for the better good of myself and for the others that are around me? And Jermiel comes to you, Jeremiel, in deep purple. And the name means mercy of God. So, things that need change, you need mercy, you need grace, you need vision, you need to be able to see it before it comes, or see it after you went through it so that you can see it when it comes again and not allow it to come through, correct? So, great information. Thank you. Then you've got Jophiel, Jophiel, beauty. Okay? She helps you to find beauty within yourself, within others, within the surroundings. You've helped me say several times, you need to find the blessings, the beauty in the chaos. Jophiel would help you with that. They say Jophiel is basically like the feng shui of angels, of the archangels. So they know where to place things. As far as notes, I do a blog on connecting to spirit with Stacy after each Tuesday Talks. So that's where you would find them. And that'll be up either later today or tomorrow. Okay. So Jophiel means the beauty of God. Everything is beautiful. Everything. There's beauty in everything. I don't care what it is. We're all created in love, in energy, in beauty. Just the idea to me of something being created out of nothing is beautiful. We have a little tree growing out front here through the concrete. And it's, I don't know, maybe this big around the little trunk. And it's just, you know, and it's beautiful. The thought that it was under that concrete. And it fought and it worked its way up. It's tall, and it, you know, Jeff has it kind of like woven through some of his stuff out there. He's the gardener, not me. All the flowers and everything, that's all Jeff. I enjoy seeing them. I love seeing them. I don't know if they don't love me or not. I'm not good with nurturing them. So he takes care of all that. But it's finding the beauty. For some reason, the universe decided that that little tree needed to come up through the concrete to feng shui my walkway. So Jophiel also helps with positive thinking. Named means the beauty of God. And the color is a fuchsia pink. And I'm thinking, of course, fuchsia pink. Beautiful. Why wouldn't fuchsia pink? All right. Then you have Metatron. And I call on Metatron, Michael, and Raziel a lot. And Metatron helps with time management. Knows how to bend time when you need to complete a project. Do you ever notice how sometimes time goes so fast when you're doing something? but then it also goes slow when you're not doing something. Metatron helps for grounding. He's the protector of children. The meaning behind his name is unknown. But I always feel like Metatron is the keeper of the records along with Raziel. He has the book of heaven, basically, the spiritual meanings of things. Before I do a reading, I call in Archangel Metatron and Raziel to help me to know those things that I would not normally know, to open up those books that would give me clarity, help me to stay grounded so that I can speak with Gabriel in the way that I can speak to help send healing from Raphael to the person that's in front of me. All right? And the color that Metatron comes through is a blend. It's this violet green. Can you see it? When I'm talking about this, like I can see the colors. Whoops. I was trying to go down here and see if there were any more comments. Yes. So you can see the colors within your mind, or you can feel the colors. I feel music. Sometimes I feel color, but I feel music. I feel vibration, but I visualize color. And then there is Raguel, R-A-G-U-E-L. This is the one that resolves misunderstandings. So, are you having problems with forgiveness? Are you trying to have a conversation with someone and they just don't get it? Call in Gabrielle to help you communicate in a way that the other person can understand it. And then call in Raguel, R-A-G-U-E-L, to help resolve the misunderstanding. The name means friend of God. And the color is like a pale blue robinate color. So these archangels are here to be invited in different situations. Then there is Raphael. And Raphael, R-A-P-H-A-E-L. Archangel Raphael is the healer. Also helps with traveling safeties. So if you are a nervous traveler, if you are concerned about things, sorry, I was reading somebody's comment. If you're concerned about things, call in Archangel Raphael and ask him to help you heal or to send healing. The meaning, God heals. And the color is emerald green. So it's visualizing these colors, holding something in your hand that is this color, wearing this color, but inviting, asking them in for help. Raziel, R-A-Z-I-E-L, that was the other one that I was talking about. So Raziel, like the theology or the myth behind Raziel, is that she is the wizard of the archangel realm. So she understands all the esoteric information, past lives, can help you interpret nightmares, visions, what do you call them? Premonitions. Raziel can help you and guide you through this. The meaning behind Raziel is secret of God. So to me, she holds the secrets of God. The things that were like, why? Why did that happen? Oh my gosh, why did I dream that? I used to have night terrors. And I've gotten better at that. I don't know how to really say that. I mean, I had a night terror a couple weeks ago. But I remember when Jeff woke me up from it, because I remember waking up and I was smiling. I don't even remember what I was dreaming about. But I was yelling out loud and, kind of flailing around or whatever. But when we dream, when we sleep, our subconsciousness is open to spirit. To open to your loved ones to come in, open to your guides and your angels, open to the archangels to come in, to download information to you. I feel like sometimes they download so much information to me that I'm like, whoa, stop. Take the thing a little bit at a time. And Raziel color radiates like a rainbow color. So you see like those prisms when you hang a prism and there's all these different colors that will hit the wall or hit the floor. That's the color that Raziel emanates in. And then there's the Seraphim archangels. When you feel like your prayers aren't being heard or answered, invite them in to help you to speak them, Gabrielle, in the way that you feel like they are heard. They carry your prayers to God, also associated with music, vibration. So know that your answer or your prayers are heard every single day. Every single day, your prayers are heard. The key is, if it is at the right time. What if you can't remember the specific name? Can you call on the Archangel? Absolutely. Absolutely. I need the angels. I need the Archangel to help me with grief, with time management. And there's some times where I'll print out this little card that has each one on them, and what they do. And I'll just put my hand over it. I'll visualize the color. I'll invite them in for certain situations, because certain situations will come in. I'm not praying to them. I'm inviting them in. All right. Sarah Dolphin means brother together. So if you feel like your prayers aren't being heard, if you feel like you're not being heard and you're in a group conversation with someone, do you find yourself looking at someone else and going, can you hear me? Like, why aren't they listening? Why aren't they hearing me? So this is someone who comes together with you, holds your hand, and helps you to feel as if and know that your prayers are being answered, and reminds you divine timing is very important. And like I said, the Sarah Dolphin Angels are also part of music. So if you are a feeler of music and vibration, when you're dancing or when you're listening to music, invite the Sarah Dolphin Archangel in to help you to raise your vibration. The color is turquoise. Okay? Are you drawn to turquoise? I am. Good grief. I mean, like, hello. You know, the wall's in the shop. My side's turquoise. So if you find yourself drawn to certain colors, that may also be a sign that you need to call those angels in. Let's see. Then there's Uriel. Uriel. So if you need a brilliant idea, if you need an adjacent possibility, if you need a different thought process, Uriel is the one to call in. If you are seeking empathy and you don't know what to do in life, you don't know what the next step is, like you feel just like somebody has knocked the wind out of your sails, and you know that you have a greater meaning and you know that you have a good idea, but maybe the way you're thinking about it isn't quite right. Call in Uriel, and Uriel will help you to clear that up. And the name means the light of God. So have you ever tried to work in the dark and write something? It's not easy. You turn that light on, all of a sudden you can read and you can write and you can see this because you can see it. So Uriel brings in the light so that there's clarity. It gives you, she gives you this brilliant idea. I love how they say brilliant idea. Of course, if she's light, the color, solid yellow. See what color my walls are? Yellow. Oh, I have pink too. So, and then there's Zadkiel, Zadkiel. So Zadkiel is the tutor. Zadkiel is like ginkgo biloba. So when you have a test, when you're trying to learn something, when you're working on forgiveness, Zadkiel can help you with that. The name means the righteousness of God. And he appears in an indigo blue. As like the beginning of a Reiki session when you are about to do healing and you call in and you're inviting in those that can help you to be your higher self, to begin your, yes, correct. Here's the thing, and those who know me and those who have been around me for a while, if you put God in a box, God can only do what's in that box. If you put spirit in a box, spirit can only do what's in that box. what you allow them to do. The same with the angels, the guides, and the archangels. You have to have faith and believe in. It's not always in just knowing their name, right? You can have a conversation with someone and not know their name, but you know who they are, but their name has just slipped your mind at that particular moment. But you still know them. You still know their reason. You can still see their color that they have on. You can still feel the energy that they radiate. That's the same with this. So invite the archangels in that can help you to solve, boom, that can help you to bring closure in. But be specific. Don't just say, I need the archangels to just help me do whatever my life purpose is. Okay? Calling in the archangels to help guide me on this road so that I can clearly see where the path that I am supposed to go on. I feel drawn towards helping and being of service to others. I call on the archangels that will help me to get clarity and balance and have that knowing and to be able to speak about it when I have more clarity. But I call you in to help guide me through this. Make sense? So, those are the archangels. Now, I didn't go into angel names specifically because they all have different names. They all go by different things. What is this? I am drawn to a specific shade of teal, which came in from nowhere. Yeah, absolutely. You'll see colors because they'll appear to you in colors, or you'll get this feeling that's around you. So, last but not least, spirit. What is spirit? Spirit is the energy, the essence of your loved ones who were once here with you on this earth, who have died. Their energy, their essence, their being leaves the body and goes into the spiritual realm. Now, the difference between spirit, angels, guides, and archangels. You had a connection with them here on a human basis. You could feel their skin at one time. You could hear their voice at one time. So it's easier to visualize your loved one in spirit because you know them. Angels, guides, archangels. You may go, oh my God, I'm crazy. I felt like I saw something or I heard. Ever hear your name and you turn around and nobody's there? It's either spirit, angels, or guides, or your archangels. But you can have this conversation with your loved ones who have passed. You know what their voice would sound like and how they would answer you. They're only a whisper away. You hear me say that all the time. Why would we not believe that this person that was so connected to us for so many years, that left this earth, just went bye and wouldn't still be around you? There's that connection, whether it was a relative that is connected by blood, or you have this spiritual connection. I have these two very good friends of mine who passed. One was like a brother to me, one was like a sister to me. And their connection that we had on this earth was like, they changed my life. They made my life better because they were in my life. Had a lot of fun with them. One really kept me out of trouble. The other one got me in as much trouble as they got me out of. But why would they not come around to visit me? Why would I not have a conversation with them? You know, there's sometimes when I'll just get a flash of their face in my head. To me, that's that screenshot that they just sent to me saying, hey, I'm here. I'm with you. I didn't just think of them. Like, they put that thought in my head. They brought it to me. I hear a certain song and I think of, a specific uncle or my mom or, different things for different people. There are reasons why certain songs will come in. That's their way of speaking to you through vibration. Because they are what? They are energy. They are vibration. So you can constantly talk to your angels, to your guides, to your archangels, to your loved ones. Because they didn't go anywhere. You're the one that goes somewhere. because your mind gets so busy, and I'm not blaming you, we're human, right? Your mind gets so busy and you get thinking about other things, and then all of a sudden you're like, and I can remember, oh God, it was a horrible feeling. I can remember one day going to bed and thinking, oh my God, I didn't even think about my mother today. And then I stopped myself and I thought, I just thought about my mother today. So I'll have conversations with them. I'll talk to them. I talk to my mom in meditation all the time. And when she comes to me, like she's got this purple long dress on that's like, just blowing a little bit in the breeze, and she just comes up to me. Every once in a while she'll come to me and she has her gardener's hat on and her gloves and like the little fork that you use. I don't know what you call it, but it's the hand hoe, the hand fork, whatever that you use in gardening, because my mom loved to garden. It's visualizing, it's seeing it. They come to you here, or actually, some people actually see it. I wish I actually saw spirit more than what I do. When I see it, I see it. Like I can see them in my mind's eye, in my third eye. Don't discount it as you, oh my God, I just miss them so much, I must be imagining this. No, you're not. They're with you, always, always. When God was with you, when the universe created you, you are a creation. Why would that creation of God's be destroyed? Think about that. Why would God create someone to go through birth, to go through infancy, toddlership, teenage years, adult life, parenthood, the whole career, making all these changes in life, touching all these people, to just go, poof, you're gone. No, I don't believe that. And I mean, you can believe whatever you want to believe. I just know that my faith is stronger than my fear. I would rather have the faith of knowing that my loved ones are around me, that angels are there to guide and protect me, that my archangels step forward when I invite them in, that my guides have helped guide me all my life, then think to myself, I am on this world by myself. I got to figure this out by myself. Yikes. You have to have that faith, that knowing. I can say without a doubt to my husband, I'm protected. And I know that I'm protected. I feel Archangel Michael around me. I smell chocolate chip cookies when I feel like I want to split somebody. Because there's a reason why I smell chocolate chip cookies. I guess I should explain that a little bit more. So when I was first opening up to mediumship, I knew I needed protection. So I had like the black tourmaline or obsidian that was around me. I would have tourmalated quartz. But I knew that there was an archangel who was the protector who would guide me through this. So I invited Archangel Michael in. And since I had never seen Archangel Michael, I mean, yeah, there's pictures, right? And I have my uncle's statue of Archangel Michael in my office. But I never really connected with those pictures. Well, when I was meditating one time, all of a sudden, I saw John Travolta from the movie Michael with the overcoat on. He comes dancing in. He's got chocolate chip cookies. The coat comes off. The wings come out. And all of a sudden, I felt calmer. And then the face of Travolta disappeared, and there was just this light being there. And I did that for so long that now when I am in trouble, or now when I'm having a hard time making a decision, or I feel like I'm getting angry, I smell chocolate chip cookies. And I know that Michael was saying, I'm right here. You invited me in years ago. I'm not going anywhere. And even though I know Michael is around me, there are still times if I feel afraid, I will call on Michael and say, Lord God, have Archangel Michael guide and protect me through this, because I'm afraid. And I have to live faith over fear, because fear fuels negative energy. Why would you want to fuel something negative when faith grows within you and brings in positive energy? And again, I'm not that person who believes you should just be rainbows and lollipops and only think positive thoughts, because negative things happen. I'm that person that says, if something negative comes in, call in those angelic beings around you so that a positive outcome can happen. Think that way. If I do this step and this step, here's the end result. I may not like what I'm going through. We never like when someone passes, right? But if your loved one has been suffering for years and is in pain, when they pass, you may have some relief that they've passed, and then you feel guilty about the relief that they've passed. But then you know, and it's that back and forth, like it's that tug of war with your mind. But then you know that they found peace and they are not in pain anymore, and they are still here with you. It's having the faith to know that even in the chaos, there are blessings. And there's a whole team around you that can help bring those blessings in. It's just being open to that. It's inviting them in and allowing them to come in. I call on my mother all the time. When I first started mentoring students, and I would pull a picture out of my mom, but my student wouldn't know that it was my mom. Or I would just give them a name and say, okay, here's the name. And I remember the one student came to me and said, it was kind of weird because she said, again, I have things to do. And I thought, oops, I'm using you too much. Because I missed her so much. I wanted to hear from my student what my mother was up to and what she was saying. I needed the validations of that. Even though I could speak to her and I could talk to her, you question what your own mind says. So it's time to stop questioning it and live in faith, in knowing that God has given us this toolbox, these helpers around us to guide us, to show us, to help us blossom. Why would we not use them? Because we're afraid of what other people are going to say? So when you're a kid and you have training wheels on your bike, do you not want to use the training wheels because of what other people are going to say? If you're 15, yeah, get the training wheels off. Unless this is the first bike that you've ever ridden. Then swallow your ego and take the help that is given. Friends and family members want to offer to help you. They were like, I just felt drawn to call you today. Is there something that you need? Well, they felt drawn to call you because their angels, their guides, someone around them said, call so-and-so. So-and-so will need help. What's that pull in your gut? What's your instincts telling you? Where are you being guided? Be faithful. Believe it. Trust it. Jeff and I have always been those, and there are times we say no, don't get me wrong, but there are times when, something comes up and we're like, you want to try it? All right. We'll at least try it. If something comes across, I don't want to be that person that said, oh, I never tried this or this or this, and I wish that I would have. So at the end of my life here on earth, I can say, well, I tried. I tried to live the most adventurous life, helping the most amount of people, being the best version of myself, even when the ugly version of myself came out. I tried to correct that, or I worked hard in correcting it. Sometimes I was successful, sometimes I wasn't. Because it's not going to all be lollipops and rainbows. Life can be hard. It really can. But you've got help. You've got people around you that are here on this earth that will help you. Swallow the ego, let them help you. But then there's the spiritual realm. Call on God. Believe in the universe. Believe in source. Believe in Creator. Creator created you. How would Creator not know you inside and out? Because you were created from Creator. And God has given you helpers, teammates, CEOs, managers, however you want to look at it. If you don't listen to your manager at work, bad things happen. If you need help at work and you don't ask your manager, you screw up. Okay? So, angels, guides are those angelic beings that were connected to us from the spirit realm to inception, to birth, through life. Some may come, some may go, depending on the situation, but other teams come in, whether it's for healing, whether it's for protection, whether it's for, like for some reason I was like prestige. So I feel like that is schooling, you know. There are some people out there that are so smart that they're dumb, and you know, and no disrespect. They have no common sense. Call in the archangels to get that common sense that you can put 2 and 2 together. Even though you can do all these scientific formulas, for some reason, you don't know what blue and red together makes. Like, it doesn't make sense to you because scientifically it has to make sense. Okay? Call them in. Guides and angels. Archangels. They're the hierarchy. They're the senior management in the angel realm. Invite them in to help. You know, they will help you. They will give you that calm peace. They will give you the ideas. The thing is, you have to invite them, and then you have to trust in the action that you need to do. And let me just tell you, matter of fact, if you feel your angels, your guides, spirit, archangels are telling you to do something bad, it's not your angels, your guides, or your archangels. That's something negative, because they will not put you in harm's way. Okay? So if you say, oh, my angel told me to steal this. No, they did not. No, they did not. Okay? Spirit is your loved ones. Talk to them. Have pictures of them around. I've got a picture of my mom and my dog Spike right there. In my other room, I have that. You know, the pictures that I have in my, the actual paintings that I have in my room are from, you know, family and loved ones or clients that someday might not be here, but I've got their essence, their energy here. And if they're still of this earth, I still have their physical energy here around me. I can tap into that. I can talk to someone who's across the world. I can send prayers and help and healing. You know, I've, let's see, how do I say that? I have called in Archangel Raphael through God for dear friends of mine who are either dealing with cancer or the loss of a loved one. And when I meditate at night, my energy, my healing goes to them. And there are some times that I can scan the body and send healing to the particular body part without even knowing that that's where the problem area is. And guess what? I'm not special. You can too. It's believing it. It's using it. It's being of service for the higher good of all those that are around you. And having faith. So, guys, I hope that helped. Talking about spirit, your loved ones who have been on this earth and have died. Angels, those angelic beings that have been with you since you're in the spirit realm. Guides, to me, they follow you through inception to living here on earth, and they guide you through. Archangels they just are. Invite them. Ask. Manifest with them. And just see how your world, your thought process changes. See how those people who are drawn to you or that you're drawn to change. If you feel like everybody that you hang out with is full of drama and full of negative energy, time to clear that stuff. Ask for help. Bring those people to me that can help build me up, that can be of service to me and help me to grow and to learn. And also bring people to me that I can help and be of service to them and help them grow and blossom for the greater good of this universe. Let's work on protecting the universe and saving the universe and send positive energy out with the help of all of our guides, with, you know, with everything that's available to us. All right, guys. This is Tuesday Talks at 10:30. I'm Evidential Medium Stacy Needenthal. I will be with you next Tuesday at 10:30. If there's a particular topic that you would like me to talk about, message me. Like I said, I do a write-up on the blog on Connecting to Spirit with Stacy. I don't know if it's .com or .net. Isn't that awful? .com. It's in the comments. You'll find it there. All the blogs, all the what do you want to call it? All the past Tuesday Talks. They're all in there. Or you can watch the replay. For some reason, last week's replay it didn't show up, so I'm not really sure what happened to that. But be sure to tune in every Tuesday at 10:30. Check out the events that are coming up, some really good ones. I'm doing a women's retreat in Tennessee in October. I'm so excited for that. We have a few people signed up, so there's plenty of room, but we've got plenty of time. But, you know, I feel like they're going to go fairly quickly. July is when, is it July? Yeah, the final deposit needs to come through. So, you know, join us on 3 days, 3 nights of doing readings, gallery readings. I've got a friend of mine coming in that is a spirit artist. We're going to talk about crystals and energy, and we're going to do a past life regression. We're going to do a full moon release, drum circles, all kind of great things. So, yeah, Vicki, I can't wait for it either. You know, grab some friends and come on. Come hang out with us. All right, guys, I will see you next Tuesday. I love you all. You know, call in those angels. Call in that love, because you are not alone. And if you're not living the life you love and loving the life you live, you're the only one that can change it. If you need help, ask. All right, guys, peace out. I love you. Have a great day and a great week, and I'll see you Tuesday. Bye-bye.